Minister, can you speak to your motion?
Yesterday, the Defense Minister read out the UPDF Amendment Bill 2025 to Parliament for the first time, and the Speaker referred it to the Legal and Defense Joint Committees for consideration and that it should be finalized and passed before the end of the fourth session of the 11th Parliament. Today, the committee met with the senior officials from the Ministry of Defense, led by the Minister Jacob Oboth and Attorney General Kiryowa Kiwanuka. The bill contains 76 sections that are under amendment, but the focus is currently on Section 30, Clause 117A, which includes creation of the General Court Martial, appointment of the chairpersons and team, and the trial of civilians in military courts. The UPDF says it has come up with a bill to comply with the Supreme Court's decision that were outlined in the Michael Kabaziguruka case, which nullified the General Court Martial against trying civilians.
Amendments to comply with the Supreme Court ruling that have been captured to enable the court martials conform with the Supreme Court decision.
With the advice of the Attorney General, who did a lot of research, we compromise on that one. That now, in the appointment, we shall do it in consultation with the Judicial Service Commission. If I was saying this somewhere else, I would have asked for the applause.
MPs have questioned why the military has taken to prosecuting civilians in their own courts instead of strengthening ordinary courts.
But there is that hiccup that we need this legal mind. How do you justify? But we still have these courts. Are we now disempowering the civilian courts? Are we really looking at that only clause?
All these cases referred to as exceptional circumstances can be tried in civilian courts, and indeed they can be tried in the civilian courts. I have not seen these amendments speak to the fact that the civilian courts are inadequate in trying these matters.
They also said the types of people charged in the military courts are not clearly defined, as well as the grounds for a person to be tried by the same court.
They found white Kitenji clothes and they came and paraded and claiming that these were military uniforms.
Here you are stating the shoes for military, black shoes for ceremonial shoes for the military. It is almost the shoes I'm wearing. It means all now shoes in Uganda, when they are black, will be police of military. Meaning all Ugandans may end there. It is here, the picture is here.
MP Abdu Katuntu has blamed the undoing of the military courts to the people who were running them for taking on matters that were not within their jurisdiction rather than sticking to law.
Officers who are here, all this problem has been caused by you. All this conversation has been caused by you. Why am I saying it? You failed to do what you are supposed to do in the law and veered into other things.
Since the Supreme Court ruled that it's wrong to prosecute civilians in military courts, there has been a bit of relief among the public. However, the Attorney General says the Supreme Court has never stopped civilians from being tried in the General Court Martial.
I want the movers to show me in this bill how you have complied with the decision. There was one decision that it is unconstitutional. Do not try civilians to martial. I want to state that as without fear of contradiction. The Supreme Court did not say that civilians cannot be tried in the court martial. Like Honorable Katuntu said, different judges went through it in different ways and arrived at this different conclusion, to the conclusion that the court martial as it were constituted, and the way it had been set up in the law was not constitutionally set up to try civilians. Why do you think their lordship said transfer all and did not say use others? Transfer all. Those three. If you can answer now, it's okay, but later it's still fine.
The bill will create 3 levels of military courts. These include the unit, division, and general court martial. But there are questions how they will bring about justice, as the people involved are the complainants, investigators as well as prosecutors. Juma Kiryowa, NTV.
The second point?
Close